Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday the 26th of October 2024. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying your weekend despite all of the bad news that has come out recently. A lot of bad news, but we'll try to ignore that. I'll tell you something, I don't know if it's good or not good, but a scientific discovery has been made that a small amount of water, a small depth of water, I should say, in the sea, 2 millimeters depth. I guess that's like 2 millimeters would be the equivalent of a meniscus, right? You know, if you have water in a glass, I guess it's a very small amount. Anyway, apparently the temperature of this 2 millimeters of water skin, I suppose, can affect the amount of carbon dioxide that is absorbed. The article in The Guardian didn't mention by how much, so I have no idea if this is a scientific discovery which is going to have some extreme effect or a tiny effect that's kind of negligible or something. But anyway, just to give us a little more information, Professor Jamie Shuttler, an ocean and atmospheric scientist at the University of Exeter, said the ocean's skin was very slightly cooler and that the layer of water beneath it, then the layer of water beneath it, and the absorption of carbon dioxide is controlled by the concentration difference in gases across the layers. Apparently they've had this idea for a while, but have only just been able to find out that it's true by experimenting in the North Atlantic. And that sounds like an impossible task, doesn't it? How on earth do you look at 2 millimeters of water on the surface of the Atlantic, which is constantly moving? I have no idea how they did it, but anyway, congratulations to those people. Let's hope it means something. Let's hope it has some consequence somewhere. I don't know if it will or not. Right, shall we get on with the game of Sudoku now? I have to tell you, I have failed this game once. This is my second attempt. I messed it up. I was using pencil marks. I made quite a lot of assertions without pencil marks, and got to pencil marks, and somehow or another I'd messed it up at some point, at one stage or another. So this is my second attempt. So it ought to be a little bit faster. I did discover quite a lot of things without pencil marks, certain pairs across the board, which I was quite pleased with myself about, but turns out didn't help me mess up the game. So let's get started. This is a New York Times hard level Sudoku game, regular for this channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you have subscribed, if you haven't, why not? It doesn't cost you anything. And you don't have to watch the videos just because you've subscribed. There is no YouTube police that says you've subscribed to the channel, you have to watch every video. No, it doesn't work like that. You can subscribe and then forget it. If you don't like the channel later on, you can just ignore, and it will stop recommending videos after a while as well. So no need to worry that you'll be endlessly suggested videos you don't want to see. Anyway, nines. I tell you what I noticed before. 4 and 5 in these columns puts 4 and 5 up there. I didn't find that helped me at all. I also noticed some stuff down here which I'll talk about later. But let's go through the digits and see if I can find something useful going through bit by bit. Can't remember if I did. I must have. Oh yeah, I've forgotten. Digit 3 is missing. We are 3 less. We have no 3. We do have 4. Okay, so I'll tell you what I saw. 7 and 4 block down here, 7 and 4 block across here. That means 7 and 4 are in these two squares. Now we got 7 and 4 across here, 7 and 4 across here, and 7 and 4 down here. So we have 7 and 4 in these squares here. So let's just look at these squares that are left. We've got 7 and 4, so we're looking for 2, 3, and 8. And so 2s are there or there, and no, it's no good, is it? Not yet. Anyway, as I said, 4 and 5 are up here. Also, we can say about 4s over like this. That looks more promising. 5 down here, 5 across there, and there's a 5. Six blocking down here, 6 across there, put 6 into one of these 2 squares, blocking up, 6 across there, there's a 6. Seven is already pointed out like this. Okay, so this is 7 and 4, right? 7 and 4 blocking like this and like this. So this is 7 and 4. So we've got 1 blocking this square, we've got 1 blocking this square. So that is going to be a 1. And we'll be left in these squares with 8 and 3. Now I did find a 3 fairly early on. It was in this column, I think. Now what am I missing? But that could be where I made the mistake, of course. So we are looking for, yeah, maybe that's where I made the mistake. 3, 5 and 8. So we got 5s up there. I know this is 3, 8. Yeah, I think this is where I made my mistake before. So in fact, now I've got no idea. Well, I seem to find more on the first go round, but that's probably because I made a mistake. And so I think I'm going to go into the pencil mark mode pretty quickly. What else did I see? Forgotten now. Okay, let's just do it anyway. I'm going to move to pencil marks quickly. Like I say, it's my second attempt anyway. So let's put the 4 and the 7 there. I think I'm pretty convinced of that. And the 4 and the 7 up there. That seems to be right. Now I've also got 4s in these squares there. And I've got this 4, 5 up there. I've got 5s in those squares there. I've got 5 somewhere up there as well. Let's do this a bit better. So we got 1s in those squares. Sixes there. There. Seven across there and 7 up there. 7's like that. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake before, which I see now why I've had so many, why things went badly wrong. Okay, the 9 blocking up here and 9 across here puts 9 into these squares. Also, I forgot about the 7. 7 blocking up there and 7 across here puts 7 into those squares there, which gives me a pair of 7s there. Have 9s in these squares down here. Oh dear. So I'm going to have to go through and let's see, this is 3 and 8 in those squares, isn't it? And these squares is it 2, 3, 8? Yeah, it's pretty tough. Okay, where to go? Maybe along the bottom here. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the rest. So ones are there. 2. I'm going to avoid digit 3 for the moment though, just in case I find something a bit easier. So we've got 2 blocking across here. So we've got 2s in those squares there. 2 blocking like this. We get 2s in these squares. 3s I'm not going to put in at the moment. 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks across here like this. 6 is still possible there. 7 is done. 8. We really don't know anything about 8, do we? Oh, apart from this can't be 8. So 8's are there, which is tough going. And 9, we've got 9 blocking across there, so we have 9s in these squares. Now I have to remember there is no 3 at the moment. Sorry, I've forgotten I put the 8 there. Sorry about that. We have no 3s, no digit 3s, apart from these 2 here, of course. Where to go with this? I don't know. We've got 1 and 2 blocking like this, so we get 1 and 2 in those squares there. 3 I'm avoiding. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks down here. And up here, what do we know about 1? Nothing really. 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks across here. 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so we're done. So that's 1, 3. trying to look for anything, but I've got to bear in mind there are no threes. Okay, let's try over here. What do we know about the twos? Well, let's try this. Do we know anything about twos over here? I don't think so. Twos. 6, 7, 8. No idea. Up here, 1, 2 blocking there. Seven blocking like this. 8 blocking across there. 9 blocking across there. Voice has got very quiet. I must be thinking hard or something. And again, of course, the threes. This is not a single 2 because the threes are not in. So I've got to bear that in mind. Alright, over here. This is a tough game. 1 in those squares there. Any indications on 2? No. 6, 7. Where's the 8? That's our only 8 up there, isn't it? Alright, last bit up here, and I'm going to put the threes in. I'm going to need to because I can't see it. If I don't see anything else here, I have to put the threes in. 2s are there. 4 like this. 8. Hang on. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. That's a triple of 2, 4, 6 here. Oh yeah, I discovered that the first time around, and now I've forgotten about it. Let's get rid of the ones there. This is 2, 4, 6. A triple of 2, 4, 6. So ones can only go in these squares, so we have no ones over there. So that means this is a 3. We've got our first digit 3. That has to be a 3. Remember, I haven't put 3s in anywhere in the grid apart from down here. So when I see 1s are in this square and eliminate all 1s in this row, I mean 1s are in this row, that means that has to be a 3. So we've got our first 3. So 3 blocks across here, that's going to give us 3 here because we've got 2, 4 and 6 in those squares there. So that's our 3 there, which makes this a 3, and that an 8. And this is a 2, and that's an 3. Hang on a second. Stop. Go back. 3s are not in here yet, are they? Sorry. I'm playing a dangerous game here by doing stuff before all of the 3s are in. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. This is a 5. This is okay. This is not 5. I'm going to put the 3s in now because otherwise I'm going to get confused. 3s are across this row here, there. So that is going to be a 2. And I'm going to get rid of all of these 2s that I don't need. I've got to remember, this is not an 8 because I've still got 3 to go. So this is a bit of a dangerous game here. I was coming up to this block here. Let's finish this block and then I'm going to put the 3s in everywhere. So 2, 4, 6. What's missing here? This has got to be an 8, hasn't it? There's our 8, and that means that this can't be an 8. We'll be left with 7, 9 pair there. and 8s like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in the 3s. So 3s are somewhere there, 3 blocks down here and across there. So we got 3s possible like this. Over here, 3 blocks across there. We know this is a pair of 4 and 7 already, so we got 3s still available there like that. And down here, 3 blocking down here. So 3s can still go in those squares, and then over here, I think we don't know anything about 3. Hope I haven't messed that up. Does that look okay? I think that's okay. So right, so now all the candidates are in, and we can see that this is 7 over here, and so we'll have 7 in this square, and 4 there, and 4 there, and no 4 there. We also have a 9 in this square there. That gives us 7 over here, and remove the 7 in these 2 squares there. Okay. Right, so let's go through bit by bit now. Let's see what it looks like. So we've got pointing 2s here, so these 2s can't be true. This in fact must be our 2, and that leaves us also with a 6 here, and that's a 1 up there, a 2 in that square there. So let's do a little bit more housekeeping. We'll get rid of the 2s in those squares. Are we looking okay on 2? No, we've got another one to get rid of up there. And we've got pointing 2s here, so this can't be a 2. This in fact is our 2. Oh, I just realized we've got 8 here, so this is going to be a 3. Let's do that now. So then we can get rid of 3s like this. We have, well, all of these 6s to go from there, and we have pointing 6s down here like this, so this can't be a 6. That has to be our 6. This can't be a 6. That has to be 6. This is not. This is the only place for a 9. Let's put it in. And let's get rid of all of those 9s over there. Give myself an 8 here. And a 9 there. And a 9 in this square. 8 here. 8 there. 3, 9. Get rid of that 9. 9's a finish. 9 is our first. It's taken all this time to get to our first completed digit. It's a 9. There we are. Right, I've got some 8s to get rid of here as well. And this is obviously going to be a 3. And we don't need a 3 or an 8 there. We'll be left with a pair of 1 and 5. This has to be an 8. Get the right mode. It means that none of these squares can be 8. And here's an 8. Seems, yeah, like I say, the first time I played the game, this is my second attempt. First time I played it, I was thinking, oh, I did pretty well, like without the candidates. And there was this thing, this triple up here that I thought was the key to the game, and I completely forgot about it when I played it the second time. But such is life and Sudoku. 6 there, 6 there, 4 in this square, 5 there, 1 here, 5 there. 4 with a 2. 1 in that square. That's the only place for an 8. We've got 2 and 8, that's a 7. Here's our 4. 7 here. 7 there, 3 there. 2, 3. Oops, 3 there. 2 in that square. Ah, we are done. Okay. So there we are. Second attempt, second time lucky. And that's the New York Times puzzle over. I have no idea if you could play it without pencil marks if you discovered the triple. I should have looked at that for the second as soon as I started playing, but I forgot all about it. Anyway, never mind. That's it. Take care. Bye bye.